So when it comes to the Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF SCHD, maybe you're a little bit underwhelmed with its recent performance. Year to date, as of filming this video, the ETF is up around 1.97%. And this is during a time where almost everything else across the market is up much more than this. Now, does that mean that it's time to sell off SCHD, sell off my entire almost 2,600 shares, the ETF that I've been collecting for almost 4 years now? For me personally, it doesn't, but for those of you guys looking for great alternatives, in this video, I'm going to share with you guys 3 different ETFs that I know for certain you will absolutely love that offer some similarities to what SCHD offers. Now, also, every single one of these ETFs have outperformed SCHD in the max time frame, which is pretty impressive in itself because SCHD has not done bad whatsoever if you just zoom out a little bit. All that to say that if you're ready to move on from SCHD, definitely stick around, drop a like down below, and let's get right into it. My A to Z dividend investing ebook has helped countless dividend investors get started with their journey. And my custom dividend tracker that I'm constantly using here on the channel has also helped so many investors stay on track and allow them to see their dividend income in real time. Well, today I have another treat for you guys. I'm not only going to offer you my A to Z dividend investing ebook and the custom dividend tracker, but also just for a short limited time, I'm going to be adding in my brand new weekly dividend blueprint ebook to show you how you can get started with weekly dividend ETFs and add this into your investing strategy. This offer is not going to last long, so go ahead and click the first link down below in my description, and you're going to get both ebooks and the custom dividend tracker bundle. But like I said, please act fast because this won't be around for long. Now let's get back into the video. Now again, to be completely transparent, I'm not selling off my shares of SCHD for these ETFs or any others. The opposite is actually true. I'm still buying a small portion of this ETF every single day the market's open. Now, the first ETF that you guys will probably absolutely love, if of course you do hold on to SCHD or maybe have thought about it, is going to be the Fidelity High Dividend ETF. Now, this ETF's objective, it says provide investment returns that correspond before fees and expenses generally to the performance of the Fidelity Dividend Index. Now, this ETF not only offers around a 3% starting yield, but one of the biggest things this ETF has over SCHD is that the top holdings of this ETF are simply Nvidia, Microsoft, and Apple. Now, don't get it twisted, FDVV still has tons of different dividend names inside the portfolio, which is how you're getting that 3% starting yield. But FDVV does offer a lot of exposure to some of the fastest growing single stocks in the market, which is how this ETF has outperformed SCHD by quite a margin. Now, if we stack up FDVV next to SCHD, the total returns are around 166 for SCHD and around 200% for FDVV. All to say that I promise you FDVV is definitely worth looking into if you're sort of fed up with what SCHD has to offer. Now, the next ETF that you're probably going to like a lot if you also like SCHD is going to be DGRW, the WisdomTree US Quality Dividend Growth Fund. Now, the cool thing about this ETF specifically is that it offers around a 1.5% starting yield that's also been grown over time as far as dividend growth goes. But the crazy thing about DGRW is just like FDVV, if you look at the actual holding breakdown, this ETF also offers exposure to some of the fastest growing names across the markets. Now, with FDVV and DGRW, you are getting sort of a hybrid approach, some growth inside the holdings, also a lot of dividend focused names. But because the growth names in the market seem to really be getting all the love as of recently, especially, DGRW has outperformed SCHD in the max time frame by a massive margin. All to say that if you do want some more exposure to growth, but still want to have an ETF that offers the exposure to dividends and dividend growth, DGRW is definitely worth looking into. The last and final name that might scratch that itch, of course, if you already like SCHD, you want some dividends, you want some growth, you also want some tax efficiency, DIVA or the Amplify CWP Enhanced Dividend Income ETF offers exposure to single names, dividend-oriented stocks along with some growth names, and then individually sells covered calls on specific names throughout the portfolio. Now, DIVA has offered around 12% return every single year on average since inception, offers around a 5% distribution rate, monthly paid dividends with this one. So you're not necessarily sacrificing total return if you look at DIVA compared to SCHD, but you are getting some growth potential along with a much higher yield at that. Now, DIVA stacked up next to SCHD. They've been pretty close in the max time frame, but in the last year or so, DIVA has definitely taken off and now trading much higher as far as total return goes. Now, after sharing multiple different ETFs with you guys that might be a great alternative to SCHD, I want to share some of the most important things that SCHD still offers as an investment and why I still am buying more and holding all my shares. SCHD offers no capped upside whatsoever. The ETF does have the potential to grow like crazy. It offers huge dividend growth historically, around 10 or 11% on average per year. Long track record, SCHD has been trading for around 14 or so years. The expense ratio is dirt cheap at 0.06%. It's very cheap to hold on to. The methodology is very strong and has been tried and true if you just zoom out a little bit and don't just look at year-to-date performance. It has great diversification, around 100 different individual names inside the portfolio. Like we talked about as far as price price performance goes, there is the potential for massive upside sometime in the future, hopefully. It's tax friendly and it's a defensive sleep well nut ETF. Now, even though SCHD is one of my favorites throughout the market, I never would only hold on to this ETF, and especially as of the last year or so, I'm very happy that I do have a very diversified portfolio across tons of different stocks and ETFs that I'm holding on to long term. Before I go, I do have a question for you guys down below. Are you currently holding, selling, or buying SCHD as of right now? Let me know in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to please drop a like on it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks as always for stopping by, and if you are interested in investing, make sure to check out these recent videos I posted right here.